Hey guys, I've got a Lenovo T460 here. So let me open it up, I'll show it to you. So you can see, this is a Lenovo T460. It's in good shape, a really great laptop. The only problem with this laptop is that it only came with this external battery. So it only came with this 3-cell external battery, and that's how it came from Lenovo. So that's how it originally came from the factory. It was ordered with just this external 3-cell battery here. And it has provision for an internal battery, but it just wasn't ordered that way. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this base cover off, and we're gonna go ahead and install an internal battery. So I got this internal battery off of eBay. It's used. It's a Lenovo original, but it's used. It supposedly has 85% of its life left, and I got it for a very, very cheap price. So I think it's a good deal. If it really has 85% of its life left, it's a good deal. And it'll give some more life to this laptop so that it will last longer when it's just on battery power. Right now with this battery, which is at about 85% also, it'll last about 3 hours. So I'm hoping by adding the internal battery, I'll get another 3 hours, and so I'll have 6 hours of battery time. So let's go ahead and take this base cover off. There are screws here, 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 and here, and down here, and here, and here. But before you can do any of this, you saw that I took the external battery out. But before we can do any of this, on the side here, let's see if you can see this, there is a little piece of plastic in here, and I'm not sure what this port's for, but you have to take this little piece of plastic out before you can actually take the base cover off. So let me grab a paper clip here. We'll take this paper clip. We'll poke that in there. Pop this out. So pop that out. And now we'll be able to take the base cover off. So let's go ahead and do that. These are all captive screws. So what that means is that when I unscrew the captive screw, there's a little sort of washer that catches the screw inside the cover, and it won't let it fall out. Kind of a nice little touch from Lenovo to use all captive screws instead of unscrewing this and then having a bunch of screws fall out all over the place. And we got one more screw here. Okay, so let me just make sure that they're all loose. Okay, so they're all loose now. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. Some people say to use like a little credit card or use something to get up underneath the edge here, but I usually just go around till I see an edge that's already popped up. So I see that this edge is already popped up here, and then I'll work my way around, just gently work my way around until the cover comes off. It's a bit of an art. That screw's not completely out. And then I like to come over here. So, and let's get this piece up. Usually if you can get this piece up, and be really gentle here because there's not a lot of plastic, but once you sort of get that popped off, the rest of the cover just comes off. So there we go. So there's our cover. I'll put that over the side. And here's the inside of the laptop. And so we'll do a quick tour of the inside of the laptop here. Again, this is a T460, and we'll do a tour of the inside of the laptop. And so over here, this is our Wi-Fi card. So that's our Wi-Fi card. Underneath here, these are our RAM slots. So these are our 2 RAM chips. In this laptop, there's a 4 GB here and a 4 GB here. I believe you can update this laptop to, I know you can put 2 8 GB chips in here. I think you can go up to 32 GB in this laptop. So you could put in 2 16 GB RAM sticks in here. I'll double check that and put it in the comments if it's something different. Over here, interestingly, this is an M.2. So this is an M.2 port here. This is used for a cellular network card. So a cell network card. Sometimes it's called a wide area, wireless wide area network card. So, but this is for a cell network card. And in a lot of Lenovo's laptops, you can repurpose this port for a storage drive. So you could put an SSD card in here. This would be a, let's see if I can get this right. I believe a 48 millimeter, 48 millimeter long M.2 SSD card. But this particular model, the T460, does not have that provision. So you cannot use this slot, this M.2 slot. You cannot use this M.2 slot in a T460 for an SSD drive. It strictly can only be used for a cell network card. So that's what that is over there. Here in the center, we've got the processor. You can see the big heat tube that runs all the way to the fan. And so this is what provides the cooling for the processor, for the CPU. Over here, this filler plate here, this is what we're going to be doing, is this filler plate here is where the internal battery would be. So if this laptop came with an internal battery, it would be here. And so, but because it was ordered with just the one external battery, it came with a plastic filler plate. And then over here, this is our SSD drive. So this is a 2.5 inch SSD drive. You could also put a spinning hard drive. So you could put a traditional hard drive with spinning platters if you wanted to. But nowadays, everybody does an SSD. So that's what this is. So let's go ahead and pop this battery in. So I'm going to take this filler plate out. Just comes out here. So there we go. There's there's the filler plate removed. And we will drop the battery in here. It's super simple. And then we'll hook the battery up to the port here. Okay, so that's all hooked up. And then this just goes in this little channel here. The cables go in that channel. And we'll just put the screws back in. I mean, it's really that simple. This is a really simple upgrade. If you've got one of these T460 laptops, or maybe you have a T470. I know some of the T470s did not come with an internal battery. If you have a T470 without an internal battery, this is a really simple upgrade. funny how Lenovo made this plastic filler plate just to fill that spot. It's got a part number and everything. Well, guys, I dropped the other screw on the floor, so I think I'll go ahead and end the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you've got any questions. Again, this is a really easy upgrade, and it will give some more life to an older laptop. So thanks for watching.